You're reading up on Annette Funicello?
No, I'm just this stalker. I can't even look at it. It makes me so fucking angry.
What happened?
Just the people who stalk.
Who's stalking?
There's a bunch of celebrities. Alec Baldwin's apparently got this stalking case now, and then there's one way to deal with these fucking people. There's one way to deal with them.
Ask them to stop.
Yeah, that always works.
Just ask them nicely. They usually go away if you ask them nicely.
The self-centeredness of them, I can't describe how badly I wish that we could handle them the way the Russians would handle a criminal. Or the way
Uma Thurman had a bad one. She still does.
Oh, yeah, and Trump's daughter has one. And fucking, there's so many of these. And there should be a way that after a certain amount of times when a person stalks someone, not even a celebrity, just any person, the only answer is to fucking put them down. That's it. There's no other answer. These fucking people, they should be put down. They are valueless to the rest of us.
You're torturing someone.
Oh, God, are they fucking... Like, Trump's daughter has one. I don't care how much money you have. You imagine knowing your daughter was getting stalked by some fucking creep? Ugh. Fucking, I happen to look at that. I'm looking at this fucking woman's face, and it just makes me sick.
Is it the Alec Baldwin one?
Yeah. And then Brian Cashman has something going on with him, too. I don't know all the details.
She's crazy.
This woman...
what is it? Yeah, what is she doing to Alec Baldwin?
I don't know. She says she fucked him. She may have. I mean, my guess is they went out and he probably banged her and then ignored her. It was probably something like that. I mean, that's a lot of times what gets somebody crazy. But it was 2010, and apparently she hasn't stopped. And, they offered her a plea deal where there's no criminal charges, but she couldn't come within 10 blocks of it, and she rejected the plea deal to go to trial, and her own lawyer and her just split due to irreconcilable, like her lawyer and her couldn't see eye. And it makes my fucking fist tighten up. And, she's from, I think she's from, Canada.
She can't just move on?
She'll never stop. No, they never do. The difference is women don't kill you.
But if she's in Canada, does she come around a lot?
Oh, she's here in New York.
Just for the trial, or she's living here now?
I think she should be thrown out.
All right, so she's living in New York. That fucking blows.
They never stop, and that's why women are killed by their stalkers. Men are usually not killed. Men are just harassed, like annoyed, which is we're lucky.
Right.
But the only answer is to fucking...
She won't stop because there's no penalty. Like, they just want her to stay away. Yeah. Like, that's what they're telling
They should throw you in jail. They should literally... The penalty for stalking should be fucking horrible.
Right.
Because you're such an invasive cunt.
Now it makes sense, because I saw Alec Baldwin twice in our neighborhood, and he walks in traffic. And I saw it the first time, and I thought that was a little strange. And then I saw it the second time. But now it makes perfect sense. There are people that are so fucking famous, they'd rather walk with the cars than be bothered on the sidewalk every block. Because I couldn't figure out why he would do something like that. Right. And he was walking against traffic on Columbus Avenue one afternoon. And it's probably because of this. He probably feels safer with the cars than with the stalkers on the sidewalk.
Yeah, he really has a hard time with this. Like, I mean, being famous comes with a penalty. You know, you lose your privacy. Well, that's what they say.
You don't get that with silly fame.
Well, no, but you could get stalkers with silly fame.
Oh, yeah, I've had stalkers with
silly fame. You don't need
to
be famous to get stalked. And he has the paparazzi. Like, again, I understand that he's famous and people are interested in his life, but
he's one of those guys, too, that got mad a few times. And so now they go crazy with him. Like, he's... Him and, like, Sean
push him
Penn.
even more.
Yeah.
They know.
Like, once you start to get mad and show that you don't like them, they're like, oh, shit, this guy's a gold mine, you know?
Yeah.
And so they're going out of their way to make sure that they can get him as riled up as humanly possible.
Right.
But I'm just looking at this woman's face, and I...
Is it punchable?
I just hate her. Like, I don't even know... Because, again, it's obvious the guy doesn't want to talk to you or be around you. Just fucking go away. What do you want? Go away. Well, I just need to. But I just need to have a conversation. Just fucking die.
But then you have that conversation. That's not good enough.
There is no There's no conversation with any of these people.
They want to just nudge their way into your lives.
They're fucking... And again, this is the men and the women are the same in this one. The men are just more violent, but they're cancers. They're fucking... This is why I fucking hate mental illness, and I'm so sick of people with the talking about, well, I'm mentally ill. Like, I understand it's not your fault sometimes, but this is the type of shit.
Well,
we look at the Newtown shooter. That's the mental illness we get angry at, but not this kind. We don't say that this person is valueless and should be locked up.
You think mentally ill people take any responsibility?
No,
no, because in my in my life, they don't.
No way.
But are there mentally ill people out there that actually take responsibility and there's an awareness that their mental illness is affecting people around them?
Yeah, I'm sure there are, actually. I'm sure there are.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
There are people who try to get better and they know that they're fucked up and they go for help and they go to therapy. I think there's people that do try and do like they look for a medication that might help them. They go to whatever. And I think there's people that really do make serious efforts.
Because the lack of awareness is what drives me nuts. I mean, we all know mentally ill people, but their lack of awareness on it is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm just fucking so sick of them. It's the lack of awareness or the lack of caring.
Yeah.
The lack of these narcissist fucks.
So that you think they're aware, but they don't give a fuck?
Some cases, sure.
Yeah, probably some cases.
I think a lot of times that they're not, unless, you have to become aware and then medicate, go out and reach out and medicate and then stay medicated. Because a lot of times, too, they'll be like, okay, there'll be some kind of catalyst. Like, they'll do something to somebody that they love. And they go, okay, this is obviously a problem.
Right.
So then they go and get the medication. But then the minute they feel better, they think that they're fine. So then they stop using the medication again.
Yeah. The bottom line is they care more about what they want than you not wanting to be bothered. That's the basic self-centered obsession that these pieces of shit have, is they care about what they want. And the fact that you don't want them around is irrelevant. I'm not talking about when a marriage is breaking up and both people see it different. When someone doesn't want, I just have to say, it's all I just need to, but I just need to have this, but I just need to, and it's like, you don't need to, you narcissist cock.
But they also, like, a lot of them, in my experience anyway, have people in their lives.
What kind of experience you got with mental illness?
I got plenty of experience.
I'm calling you out on that. Who do you know?
I'm not going to start listing
Who do you know?
people.
I don't know, someone keeps his hair in a jar at home? Just start there.
But they have people that, like, are coddling them, too.
Of course.
Like, they all have family members that are
Those
sitting
are
there.
called enablers, Sam.
Enabling
which means
them.
you don't know this shit.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm not using the right vocabulary.
That's right.
Words.
It's called being an enabler, and those fuckers are sick, too.
Everyone in these people's lives should be saying, you are an absolute cancer who brings nothing to anyone.
Who do you know?
And you'd be better off dead.
Who do you know?
I'm not going to say.
Be vague.
Well, I can tell you it's family members, but I can't be...
Close family members?
Yeah, but I can't be more vague than that.
Very close family members?
Well, I mean, you know who I know.
I don't know who it is.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Your mom?
No, it's not my mom.
I hope not.
It's not in my immediate family.
She's nice.
Then how would I know?
Because people
Oh,
have
I do
spoken.
know.
Yeah, of course you
Jess.
I know.
It's Jess.
I
course
do
you
know.
Yes, you know.
Oh, yeah, all right. Oh, fuck.
That's
Sam
pretty
has... fair enough. Sam has you do have some experience. Yes, okay, all right. I apologize.
You know.
But you should have said enabler. You should have said that. Yeah, it's a nightmare, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you see the people, not only the mentally ill people, but the people that are coddling them and making it so that it's okay.
Wait, who coddles in this situation?
Completely self-centered.
Be vague. Who coddles? I've never seen the coddling.
There's coddling.
By...
I don't know. You just made him...
Well, I'm
Somebody with arthritis?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm just like, giving the sign of big boobs.
Right, yeah, I don't know what that means.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's a female or a male.
Oh, there are females that coddle.
See, if it was a male, I would have been like,
right, dick.
Dick. Here's
It's
my
a dick tits. Yeah, there are a lot of family members that coddle.
You know who doesn't bother me? Mentally retarded people. People with Down syndrome can't help themselves. Like, when you see somebody...
very bothersome.
But they don't, literally, that type of mental illness, as much as, I'm sick and tired of hearing the R word, but I mean, they are mentally ill, and I feel for them.
They give really good hugs.
They just want to be loved. They're very nice.
They give very, very
and they're
good
very
hugs.
strong.
Yes.
But that type of mental illness that is not as easily identifiable. Because you see somebody who's retarded, you know they're retarded.
Right, and they'll help you move a couch all day long. They don't give a fuck,
They're
not
want
going to bitch about it. You say, hey, man, you take that side of the couch. We got to get this up 40 stories.
They just want to be helpful.
Yes.
But we know they're mentally ill. We look at them. But the people who you can't just tell by looking at them, and they have enough intelligence to be to justify their behavior. Oh, they're fucking hateable.
I have to go to Kevin and Philly. By the way, the Flyers are going to get their asses kicked tonight by the Islanders. I'm going to my first hockey game of the year. Yay. With my brothers. Kevin and Philly, what's up?
Hey, Opie. I have a family member that has schizophrenia, and I agree with you that most of it is coddling and things like that. I don't coddle, but she actually admitted at once that she was at fault for her disease, and she didn't understand why it happened to her. And I got to say, that made me feel pretty crappy about not coddling her, but I still don't.
Because I think there's a combination, right? Like, people can't help certain things, and you feel for them, and you're empathetic. But then there becomes the part that mental illness, and I've said this a million times, it's not addressed, is the selfishness of it. Like, we always address the part where they can't help it. It's not their fault. That's all you hear with it. And I know that that's true.
Well, when I used to get my mom in a corner, like when I finally had her on some shit and she had no way out, she would pull out that card. She'd go, well, you know, I'm mentally ill.
But I also think
I'm like, well, that's not good enough, though.
Moments like that guy's talking about are like these little fleeting things that happen,
right?
But then they're forgotten about,
right?
So like the person will say like, yeah, you know, I'm really sorry that I'm doing this, and I know it's my fault. I just can't help it. And you'll have that moment where you, as a rational human being, will take it in and remember it. But that person who said that is not gonna. That's not going to be their mind frame for another 15 minutes.
Yeah, we can't look at them as equals.
I'm just
less than.
I'm just sick.
We can't look at them as equals. We got to start there.
Yeah, number one, they're a lower.
Yeah, they don't get a full vote.
Lower
yeah.
stock.
That's how
they don't get a full vote. So, Kevin, you all right with that shit or what?
Yeah, I'm all right. And I have to agree with Sam is because, 15 minutes later, it's completely different.
Right.
And it's my recollection of it that's sad. I just don't think that she recognizes that moment later in time.
It's kind of fun, though, because it's like living with 10 different people.
Well,
that's kind of fun. You never know which version you're going to get.
Go Flyers.
All right, Kevin. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Go Phillies.
The problem is most of those people you have no interest in being around. Most of those 10 people.
Oh, yeah. Maybe 2 out of the 10, maybe. Yeah. Not that it's multiple personalities. It's just different fucking versions of that person.
Right. They go to extremes, so it's like...
fuck yeah.
And most people aren't that extreme. Most people don't have that. Most people, again, that's the part they can't help, but there's that little self-centered fucking nugget that they refuse to acknowledge, and no one addresses it. They can't help themselves.
And for every moment, like this guy says, that they go, I'm sorry, this is my fault, and I'm trying to get better. There's 150,000 moments where they're blaming everybody else in the room.
Yeah, you tell me a stalker doesn't know not to pick up the phone, or they just show up. Well, they know enough to put their fucking pants on. They know enough to get dressed. They know enough to fucking to where the person's going to be. That's how they get contact. Right. So they know enough how to satisfy what they want.
Right.
They know what to do to get what they want. So I don't believe that they're so... Because if they were so unaware, they'd be in a room running around going, hey, the celebrity person. But they don't do that. They calculate, they lurk, they know exactly where to go and what time to be there and how to do it. So fuck them. They absolutely know how to get what they want, but when it comes to doing what somebody else wants, they don't give a fuck.
We're talking about 2-year-olds, Tom Papa.
Yeah, they're just terrible people.
Just to fill you in, we're talking about 2-year-olds.
I couldn't figure that one out.
You look confused. We're just talking about 2-year-olds and how selfish they are, and they should have more awareness.
It's not 2-year-olds. What was it, Jimmy?
Just a fucking this plague of mental illness in this fucking country with stalkers. It's a stalkers thing. I'm reading about a stalker in the paper, and I have such a fucking loathing for these people that won't stop calling. It's a loathing where I really wish they would, I mean this, put a gun in their own mouth and do us all a favor. You are better off dead.
Now you're extra excited about it today. You got something going on?
No, I do not actually.
Okay.
I have in my life.
No, I know you have in the past, so I was wondering if something popped up.
No, it's just whenever I read about people like this, or you read about women being victimized by these fucking cocksucker, weak, fucking faggot ex-husbands who can't let go, I have such a hatred